was great. I
didn't
think.
notice anything going.
I didn't. It was what you were feeling. We went. Now, what you did here, we have got to know. You can sit, you can whistle away, for 20 minutes. They were doing great. They were great. They were doing great. You want to do it one more time? What's the light like?
In the camera looks good.
We've got good light for video and shit light for still photos. Want to do one more?
At the end of October, Mexico gathers her marigolds from the countryside, placing them with incense, offering sweets and compassion to her dead. Mexico is rich in rituals that connect her people over time and space. People, places, and actions rework themselves into daily life from collective memory, a memory in which our heroes and enemies fight eternally for the liberation not only of their dead, but their unborn as well. In all of Mexico's collective memory, Guanajuato is a place fecund from the blood of insurgents. September 1810 marked the opening triumph of the rebel forces. The Spanish army fell to a motley band fighting and clawing for freedom with axes and slingshots. The stage set for this bloodbath was a granary, the Alhóndiga de Granaditas. And by October of the following year, the insurgents' leaders' heads would hang from the corners of that same building as a warning to rebel sympathizers. But through the fight for freedom, many countrymen fought to make the dream of independence as concrete as the walls they brought down in that opening act of the triumphs of war. The second act was played out by so many innocents who paid with their lives for the revenge of the Spanish colonialists. The Spanish general, Calleja, like many before and after him, would go down in history as a butcher, cartload after cartload of carnage laying testimony to his bloodthirst. In October 1994, when Texas artist Michael Tracy did an installation for the 23rd Festival Internacional Cervantino in the very courtyard where the first battle for Mexican independence was fought, he would enlist the help of many people, including other artists and countless hands whose hours of labor produced an offering worthy of fire. He helped to realize a third act in this ongoing drama. The next acts may not be far behind. They may see a new beginning, or they may never end. But only time and a thirst for unity under justice, not blood, can bring them forth from the realms of divine providence.
A ver, ¿para qué parte es la tabla?
Sí, próximamente Soriana abrirá sus puertas en León para ofrecerle una tienda virtual.
Dale vuelta. ¿Cuánto tiempo andas? Todavía se la puedes poner, ¿no? Sí.
Espérate.
Ay, Santiago, Asilao, ¿cuánto?
Hazla para cámara, hagan la pajera. Aguas, aguas, cámara. Ay, pinche. Aguas, güey. Espérense. Dale.
October 14, 1811. The heads of the first heroes of Mexican independence arrive in Guanajuato. Hidalgo, Aldama, Allende, and Jimenez. And they are hung in cages from the four corners of the Alhóndiga on large spikes, which to this day remain. But when the intendant of the fort fell, they closed the doors of the Alhóndiga. It was then that the rebels opened fire to one corner of the fort with the vigor of arduous combatants and exalted patriots. General Hidalgo, surrounded by a throng of plebes, called out to one man, "Pipila, our people need your valor. Dare you set the door of this granary ablaze?" The task was risky, putting this valiant directly in the line of fire. But that vandal, whose actions shortly laid waste to the tyrant forces, without hesitation said yes, and with that shielded himself with quartz. Pipila, your name is immortal in the glory of American valor.
I'm glad you're filming this because then you'll see how totally wrong we're. That's good.
And your chin should fit right in here. Can't breathe.
I'm going to bring Gonzalo Ceja from Mexico. Rooms will be very hard to get, right?
Yes, that's right.
So he could stay there, and Eugenia will stay with me. This other kid that's coming from Texas will stay with me, and Gonzalo will stay with Vicente somehow. And I'm going to pay their transportation and Eugenia's and their gastos, and that's fine. That's part of my piece.
That's 500 kilos.
508.
Well, we need another 1,000.
It might be a little bit difficult to get it.
Well, we get 500 on Tuesday and 500 on Wednesday or Thursday. These are going to shrink by 50% on Wednesday if there's any sun at all. And tell these barbershops to save the hair from the floor, because I'm going to put that hair onto the copal so that it smells like burning flesh. And that's why I want every day to spend some time thinking about what we're doing, so when we do it, we can enjoy it and we can refine it and do even better than having this Mexican hysteria last minute, and the traffic jam is from here to San Miguel and there's no water, and oh my God, Eugenia couldn't come on the bus because there was a horrible earthquake in Mexico City, and all of those things don't interest me. This show goes on. If I have to do it myself, no deal.
Se me olvidaron todos los recibos.
We have a driver coming soon. Handling it. Where is Lazaro? Where is the mirror? Where is Santiago? Most expensive, most beautiful blood in all Mexico. We've done.
You know what I feel?
Are you getting something? Okay.
Do you feel, I want you to feel stable enough on
Thick. Well, I don't want anything coming to your neck. Is your mouth? I like the image with your face like that.
Yes.
Death by axe, by starvation, by thirst, by strangulation. Death by firing squad, by sex, by loneliness, by love. Eventually, all of us will be dead. That is a magnificent central fact. We will be free, perhaps at last, but finally, we will not be in this life as we know it. This patio and the earth beneath it is drenched in the blood of common people. Martyrs, heroes, fanatics, warriors, madmen, lovers, maniacs. The children of La Malinche. They are the fathers of Mexico today. They died giving up their bodies and their hearts. They adored freedom and worshipped liberty. This work was dedicated to the liberated dead, the incarcerated living, and the process of determining which is which.